I hope that's the case.
I don't know anything about technology.
No?
No, not really.
It's really bright.
It is bright.
I'll figure it out later. I think I can fix that after.
You edit it.
I think so. If not, I'll go, hey, Thomas, here's the clip. Can you fix it?
He's good at that.
Oh, that's what he does.
Cool.
Yeah, so if we can't fix it, we'll figure it out. We'll put it anywhere. Yeah. That'll work. Yeah, branding.
You know, these are great, these things.
Energy drinks are my current addiction.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And I look at them every day because they're in the shop in here, and I think I have one every day.
You'd be staring at them then.
Yeah, every day. Yeah. And even yesterday, I was like, I haven't had one today. And it was 2:00, and I was like, I could squeeze one in. Yeah.
You can always
I
squeeze
didn't
one
need
in.
it, but I had one.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it stops me, my logic, and it's not a great logic, it stops me drinking full sugar shit.
That's fair.
So it's better than that. But even then, it's like I should just drink more water. I don't drink enough just pure water.
yeah, it's probably probably need to improve that.
Pretty much only drink it during training, and I'll drink about 1 litre during that. And that's then after that, it's all caffeine based.
Yeah, that's fair.
But yeah.
These are good sizes, these little cans, though.
Well, we were talking about it at the shop. Monsters. I like a Monster. Half a litre.
Yeah, it's too much.
Too much energy drink. I want a little nuggety chody size.
Yeah, like that.
The bum cans are great because they're the same size as that.
They are good.
And then that
taste
sort
good
of
too.
yeah, they're pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're those ones which are like the Red Bull can size. That's perfect.
Yeah, they're perfect.
Yeah,
You can slam it down if you want, and it's done.
You don't,
and
then you're not drinking a half a litre of energy drink.
yeah, you can't slam down a
No.
Monster.
No. Otherwise,
They're ridiculous.
a Monster is 3 hours of me drinking it.
Yeah,
And like you said the other day, it's like by the halfway through, you're like, yeah, it's warm.
it's more. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's lost
Yeah.
that. What you've lost the sweet kick from it.
Yeah.
yeah,
But this is what it is.
These
Thursday
are great.
Thunder.
yeah,
Yeah. You're filling in for Adrian?
yeah.
Yeah. Adrian's on paternity leave.
Paternity leave.
Yeah.
How long's he got?
A couple of weeks. Yeah.
Cool.
A couple of weeks. I think he's going to come back for a few days
And
then do the comp
And then disappear for comp.
because he did the crazy thing of prepping again during pregnancy.
Not ideal.
Not ideal. Yeah.
No, but what do? You can't time it.
Oh, he could have
Well,
by choosing not to start prep.
that's how he could have timed it better.
Yeah, after he found out they were having a baby around comp time.
Yeah.
But it is what it is.
He'd already started though, hadn't he?
No.
well
February he started prep.
So he's punishing himself.
Yeah, he
purpose.
willingly knew what he was doing. Yeah.
Didn't he have a bad time last time doing it?
Horrendous time last time.
He's like, you know what? It was bad. I'll do it again.
Yeah. Fuck it, we'll do it again. I'll give him credit. Mentally at least around us, he's been night and day better than last prep.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know how mentally he's actually doing internally.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've heard some stories.
Yeah, I've heard a couple of stories. Yeah.
They've been pretty good.
Yeah.
We should have like a logbook of all the
should
stories.
I think it'll be good to go, all right, like a therapy session for Adrian after prep. And
So-
go, all right,
How many hangry moments
what
did you?
was, you've got to now spill the beans on all the stuff you kept hidden. Because there's stuff he's told you guys.
Yeah.
And then I found out. And then I reckon there's other stories that we don't know about.
There's probably.
Yeah, that he's like, I've done this. Yeah.
Put that in the vault.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll deal with that later.
Press it down and worry about it in the future. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a given.
Yeah. So we don't have a lot to talk about this week. Quick tidbit of
New
shop
shops?
talk. We've got the only thing that's coming new is this week is Primabolics is launching like 10 billion proteins tomorrow.
Cool.
So they'll be coming in stock tomorrow. I don't want to talk about a heap of it this week because I haven't even looked at them yet. Like, I haven't even really had a good look at it. But it's all coming in store tomorrow. So the people that after that we've been hounded for it for a while, that'll be in stock. I look at the tracking; it is coming on board tomorrow. If it doesn't, for whatever reason, because couriers can be untrusty, Monday. So it'll in the next couple of days. So next week we'll do a full thing. There's about there's 3 proteins. There's about 30 different flavors.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, they went wild with it. So two different whey protein and collagen blends.
30 different flavors.
Or there's 30 different like variants of the same sort of flavors. Yeah. So, but I think if you calculated out the exact different flavors, I think there's about 15 or 16 different flavors in 3 different products. So there's like
Wow.
45 different SKUs coming.
That's
Yeah.
insane.
So there'll be a whole bay of it tomorrow.
That would make it hard as like then the reseller of like, well, all right, because you've got so many, I'm going to then have to order a couple of every flavor.
It's frustrating. Initially we do that. And then if there's ones that are slower, then we bid them off.
Yep.
But it's frustrating with these guys because I did that originally with their original protein. They had 12 in one of their proteins, and we had 6 flavors, and then it slowly built up to 12. And I was like, oh, we'll delete some of the slower ones. They all sold. Like all of them kept selling. So it's like you had to keep all of them.
Yeah.
Normally with brands, they fuck up a couple, and then you can go, oh, I'll just get rid of the shitty ones. That one was like, yeah, they pretty nail their flavors. So it's both great and frustrating because I got to try and fit a whole bay of it in.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I guess at the start, it's also a lot of guesswork of like, is this flavor going to be amazing?
Yeah.
Or is it going to...
Luckily, it's all smaller sizing this initial run. So it's all 2 pounders. So at least you can try them. They're all about 25 serves.
So it's 2 pounds, pretty much a kilo.
Yeah, 907 gram, I think they are, a lot of them or something like that.
Okay.
It's like 25 serve tubs.
I don't get the whole pound kilo thing. It's ridiculous.
It's US sizing.
Yeah, the Americans got no idea.
Yeah. Why they're one of the only countries in the world that still uses backwards measure.
It makes absolutely no sense. How far is that? Oh, it's about 27 feet.
Yeah.
What is that?
Yeah.
How much do you weigh? Oh, 7 stone. What is that?
Things are in inches too, and you're like, well,
what is an inch?
Yeah.
It's not even a round metric. It's like 2 point.
It's 2.79
or something.
Yeah, it's like it's just over 2.5 centimeters or something like that. Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Yeah. You can't just have one.
Just one.
No. One is like, what's that?
No.
Yeah. No. Fuck that.
Well, we're talking about like supplements because obviously the whole point of Thursday Thunder was a more supplement-based chat, right?
Yeah.
If you were like new to the gym, you're like, I'm going to start going to the gym and I want to, supplement to make sure that I'm getting the best out of what I can. What would be the best basic stack to start with then?
Are we talking newbie?
Newbie, like I'm joining the gym. And then like,
Probably until they've trained for a month or two, nothing.
Nothing.
You could use a protein powder maybe, but really nothing. Because you don't even know how to train.
Well, that's
like
fair.
that's the
Most
biggest
newbies,
thing. So if you're let's say you're never been in the gym before, just go train.
Yep.
Train for like a month or two, figure out how to train. You're going to be sore no matter what. So there's nothing that's really going to change too much. Just go train.
They're just getting fresh gains anyway.
Yeah. So let's just say you've never walked in the gym before and you're like, all right, I want to train. Just go train. Don't even worry about a sub. Go eat some food. Don't even worry about food, like your diet. Just eat food.
Yeah, that's fair.
And then after like 2 or 3 months, if you've started going, I'm going 3 or 4 days a week, and you've got like a basic understanding of, well, not even a great program, but you're like, I'm doing a bit of everything.
Yep.
Protein powder.
Protein powder. So that would be like the first supplement.
Yep. Assuming because most of the people that are starting off, they also don't know about diet. So let's just say we'll fix the protein intake, just get a protein powder.
Protein. Why? But why is protein the most important one to start with?
Because generally it's a food base. Gets your food up. It'll help you recovery, rebuilding, all those processes. Gives you a little bit more calories, but
easier way to get a higher amount of protein.
Easier way to get it in. So, and most people are under eating.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like even people you see that are competing.
Constantly.
Like you had Janelle yesterday. Probably she's been doing it for 50 or 60 years and she's like...
Under eating.
Yep. So most people hugely underestimate how much they're getting in. So that's a good indication. Start with a protein powder.
Yep.
And let's say that takes you up to... You're doing that for another month, 3 months in.
Yep.
Protein powder, creatine.
Creatine.
They're the first 2 things staple between everything.
All right. And why creatine?
Strength, power output, muscle recovery, everything. It keeps fullness in the muscle, makes you look rounder. So physically you look a little bit bigger as well, which always helps your ego.
It is the compound ingredient thingo that's had the most studies done on it too, isn't it?
There's 2 ingredients, creatine, caffeine.
Creatine, yeah.
Yeah, protein powder I wouldn't even count because protein powder is just food. It's
Yeah.
just food. There's studies on food, I suppose. Yeah, food works.
Yeah.
So don't look at your protein powder differently. Food works. Creatine and caffeine in the shop are probably the 2 most studied ingredients on the planet and proven as to what they do. Creatine stimulant, gives you a bit of a buzz. And creatine, strength, power output, muscle recovery, brain health. It's a bit of a nootropic. Yeah. So if you have a shit night's sleep, apparently, I heard that on a podcast. I don't know how real that is, but apparently it can help you focus. Oh. Great for brain health because it helps increase water around the brain.
Oh, okay.
So if you are a fighter, it's good for like brain health and that sort of thing, concussions, all sorts
Well,
of
I'm a lover, not a fighter.
Yeah.
But I can fight.
I can't do that either. Yeah. Can't do either. Yeah. But yeah, they would be the first couple.
All right.
Yep.
All right. Well, then what if like, let's say look, most people when they like join the gym, it's because they want to lose weight. They want to lose fat.
Yep.
So then it's like you've been going for 6 months. You're taking creatine to try to build more muscle, your protein powder, so you're increasing your protein content to hopefully build and retain your muscle mass. And then you're like, well, I want to lose fat. Is there any supplements? What would be then like the next step of supplements to take to help lose fat?
I wouldn't even go a fat burning supplement.
No.
There's 2 things that go before and this is keeping on basics. And because it then covers, even if you want to lose fat, if you want to build muscle, if you want to gain weight, these should be staples in my opinion. Next one is a greens.
Super greens.
Any super greens formula. Digestive health, fiber, greens, most of them have multivitamin. The one you're using, Switch, is a full spectrum multivitamin.
Yep.
It contains some mushroom complexes in there for cortisol, everything. So that covers all the other things you're going to be missing out in your diet because most people are, with the under eating, they're not getting enough greens.
People don't eat enough vegetables. Look, I'm a vegan and I don't even eat enough vegetables.
So, and that would be the next thing. Yeah. So this plays into fat loss. Gut health is a huge thing for that sort of thing as well. So if you can actually digest your food, it will help.
Yep.
All those sort of things. So it can help with reducing bloating if you're not digesting your food properly, all sorts of things.
As well as being in a calorie deficit.
Well, yeah. So, but that would be a staple. And then the next thing is another thing I'd go, and this can lean into the fat loss side of things, but it's very hormonal based, is a cortisol based product.
Okay.
Which is something like an adrenal product. Adrenal Switch is a very good one.
Yep.
Trying to think of the other brand. Stress Adapt from ATP in a capsule is a really good one. They just help with controlling cortisol, which cortisol spikes throughout the day, just from stresses and caffeine and everything else we put in our body.
Yep. Caffeine.
Yeah, so it helps kickstart the recovery process, but keeps your sleep patterns in check, and then can also help with controlling cortisol fluctuation. So ideal world, you want your cortisol to spike in the morning as soon as you hear your alarm or see sunlight.
Yep.
Bang, you're awake. You don't want it to be up and down because that causes a lot of the slumps in energy and the mood lacks. But then you want it to drop off or peter off at night so you get drowsy and go to sleep.
Yeah.
Problem is we take caffeine, pre-workouts, we train, we drive around, road rage when somebody cuts you off.
Yeah.
You get in a fight with your missus at home, or, your parcel comes and it's damaged, or whatever it is.
Can't beat this level of Mario Kart.
Yeah, anything. And your stresses go up and down throughout the day. That's cortisol spiking.
Yeah.
And if your cortisol spiked, you're not building muscle, you're not doing anything.
Yeah.
So
stress is horrible.
Yeah. So an adrenal-based product for stress control and management would be then my next. So those 4, in really any order, are probably the things I'd cherry pick the most. If you're getting in a very balanced diet and you're getting in a shitload of greens and everything like that, don't worry about the greens. I'd go the other 3. If you're then even eating all your protein, you're hitting your requirements, don't even worry about the protein, go the other 3. But any combination of those.
Yep.
From then, you kind of cherry pick what you're then trying to do after that.
I want to get shredded.
Well, first thing you said it before, deficit.
So
get yourself into a calorie deficit.
Yep.
Train, easiest way to do that. Train more, eat less. Combination of both is generally the best sort of bet.
Yep.
So bit of both of those. You can use a fat burner. That'll help you burn a little bit more calories. That's all they do.
Yep.
Yeah. Use any of those sort of products. They'll give you an energy kick. Caffeine speeds up your heart rate. You'll burn a little bit more calories. They've got a thermo in them. You'll heat up.
Last prep I used, I think it was called Shred or Burn by Core.
Yep.
Yeah, the non-stimulant one.
Yeah.
Only because my caffeine addiction was already too high. So I thought if I start off the day with the less caffeine, it'd work better.
Yeah. So any of those sort of formulas I think are fantastic. There's a couple that are a bit more lower caffeine. Metabolized from Primabolics is a really good one. There's a new one I'm looking at the moment called, it's a great name for a weight loss product, Miracle.
Oh, Miracle.
And it's actually a really good product. It's a bit more moderate on caffeine, but more thyroid and metabolism based.
Okay.
So
it's not in yet though.
Not in yet. I'm using it at the moment. I really like it though, so I'll probably look at getting it in.
It's cool.
But those sort of products are really good. So the first thing is deficit. Make sure you're training, diet, all that sort of stuff. They'll just complement it. They'll increase your output. If you can increase your output, you'll lose weight. Yeah. So that would be your main thing.
Yep.
People always ask pre-workout. Pre-workout, do what you want.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not going to build more muscle. If you could train harder, technically, yeah. But if you can train with that, I'm of the opinion, a pre-workout, when you first came out, when they first released them, they weren't meant to be used every day.
No.
It was meant to be, use them on the days you're feeling flat, maybe a bigger body part.
Yeah.
And you're like, cool, use it for that day. I'll train harder. That's it. It turned into and morphed into it. And because of the supplement industry and the way that people market products, you have to use it every day. Use it. If you feel great, just go train. Yeah. I like using them, and I'm in a fortunate position that I can use them every day. But
I like using them.
yeah. And if you do, you can use it every day. It's not going to hurt you as long as you then mitigate things like caffeine a little bit.
I see it as like my ritual of like, I've had this, now I'm ready to train. Even though I probably don't need it.
No, I'm the same. I like the routine of I take it, I sit down, I talk some shit for 20 minutes, and then I feel the beat and tingling, and I'm like, cool, good to go.
Palms itching.
Yeah. So, but it's a complete thing there. It's like, it's just a novelty more than anything. It's not going to build any more muscle. It's not doing anything directly. No. It's just enhancing your training experience.
Yeah, I like to cycle though, not just the stimulant ones to the non-stims as well.
That's where the non-stim ones I think are the best thing.
Yeah,
yeah. So I do a half now. Like I'll take the scoop it because I like 400 mg of caffeine, but I shouldn't have it all the time. So I'm like, I'll just do one scoop of that.
No, that's fair.
Heap a pump, and then you feel great.
Yeah.
So, but they're not something that's essential. The other essentials were those first ones we talked about:
greens, creatine, protein, and
like an adrenal.
Yeah.
I mean, even that, like the adrenal is like, I'm a big advocate for it, but the other three I'd probably say are the like absolute essentials if you want a basic stack.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. And then people even look at hormonal supplements like test boosters and those sort of things. They work, but they're such like a percentage increase. Like if you look at everything as a percentage, I'd say your creatine, your protein, greens, adrenals, they're like make up that sort of 80, 90% of your basis. Pre-workout might be 1 or 2%.
Yeah.
Fat burner might be 1 or 2%, depending on where you are with what you're trying to do.
Yep.
A hormonal supplement, I think it's like 1%, especially for the price you pay.
Yeah. Like
you're paying $80-$90 for a good formula, and they will work assuming you've got all your other ducks in order.
Yeah, that's fair.
But if you're spending $90 on it and you don't have the basics of your trainings there, your other basic supplements are there, you're probably not going to get $90 worth of value out of it.
No, probably not.
So, and with especially natural competitors or natural people or just general pulp or anything like that, wait until you're in about late 20s, early 30s, and then you'll start noticing at least a little bit of a change up.
Yeah.
And you're mostly looking for a vitality sort of feeling, a bit more vibrancy, a bit more lead in your pencil, that sort of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, if you're fresh meat to the gym, you don't need any test
You won't notice too much of a difference. Yeah. No. Yep. And then I'm trying to think what else there is. There's a lot of other general performance things. Hydration supplements, I think, are really understated, but
just drink water.
It is one of those sort of things. If you can get in enough minerals and everything, you're going to be fine. But that's something that if you find, like I like taking them in the morning. Again, I'm very fortunate because I get them from products or brand, like the shop. Yeah, very good to me. So it's like I can use them every day, but I use one every morning, and I find a very big benefit of it. But if you've got enough time to hydrate yourself properly, that's the main thing.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's the basics, though.
Well, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, if you want to keep it as 3 things, protein, creatine, greens. That would be my first 3.
Perfect.
For everybody, no matter what you're trying to do.
Yep.
Which protein powder, just one you like.
Yeah.
The one that doesn't make you poo yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, you like the flavour and fits your needs.
One that doesn't give you an allergic reaction.
Yeah, anything like that. Yeah. If you're allergic to peanuts, don't drink a peanut protein.
No, don't do that.
Yeah. So, and it's like if you want to, there's no difference between a mass gainer and a lean protein apart from calories.
Yeah.
Like it's not going to do anything different. It's going to give you more calories.
That's it.
Yeah. So if you want to gain weight, use the one with a 300 gram serving size.
No, but this one has a picture of something different on it.
Yeah. It's the same with women's products compared to men's.
Yeah, that's
usually a pink label. That's it.
Yeah.
If there was women's protein, there'd be women's chicken breast.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and we're not at that point yet.
No.
Yeah. That's it. That's a basic rundown. In my opinion, and there's a lot of people smarter than me that have other sort of things. But if you want to keep it simple, those things.
That is it's meant to be simple.
I think it should be.
Simple's better.
Yeah. And then after that, once you've done enough of figuring out what works for you, then you cherry pick these little things. And there's thousands of different ingredients that do different things.
Yep.
To fix certain ailments, but if as a basic starter, those 3.
Agreed.
And after that, you just kind of keep going from there. And if you need help, come see us. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. Fuck, we rattled for 20 minutes.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah, I think that'll do. That's a good one.
Cool.
Nice little neat one. Cool. We'll see you next week with probably some new stuff, some new products. I don't know who's doing it next week because Adrian's off again, so we'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. We'll see you next week.